Get Bassa to the pack. It is pack here.
And that's fire content.
We're in NBA 2K's new cycle season right now for NBA 2K24, and there's been so much information. I previously talked about the 40 brand new pieces of information that we have learned of the game, and today I have more stuff for you guys. If you like NBA 2K24 news content and all those kinds of things, I talk about it every single day. So please join the pack and subscribe. Let's get in, man. This video is about influencers. So a lot of people have gotten to play NBA 2K24 early, and they have given us some thoughts. I don't know if this was some kind of event that 2K had just decided to do that was very private for only a couple players. Like, this wasn't a community day. This was specifically inviting really high profile people in the community to play it behind closed doors, not public whatsoever. That was the whole point of this. The only reason they would do that is to get feedback from those players. I think that's very weird of a decision. I guess we're gonna start this video off with saying what do I feel about that? Listen, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to ask the community, the highest, people in the community, what they believe about the game. Like, that's cool. But these guys, a lot of them, I'm assuming, don't play 2K every single day anymore. So like, they're more than anything, like a lot of the guys in the 2K community that became huge kind of stopped playing the game because they were, they ended up doing other things. To ask them what they think about the game is a little odd to me. To me, this felt way more like a PR stunt to be like, oh, look, we're asking the community, but it's really just big names and kind of just getting all excited. That's really all this really is. I don't think they're gonna listen to anything that they have to say, in my personal opinion, but we'll get into that. Here you can see someone getting caught trying to record this little event. Damn, bro. I can do like a 10-minute breakdown of what's in here, but it's not really much. I already talked about some of the stuff in this footage in the 40 things. So besides that, there's nothing of anything new on this footage. It's funny that they caught him and he was like, oh, and he just cut it off real quick. It's a funny little thing, but there's nothing really to talk about more than just someone got caught recording. The big one is Duke Dennis got to play the game early. Duke Dennis is one of the biggest members in the community, someone that still plays the game even today. He gave his thoughts about the game and his experience, and even what Mike Wang, the creative director of the game, had to say about it. I don't know if he's actually the creative director, bro. I don't know his government title. Is that what you want me to tell you? I don't know what it is, but he's a big part of 2K's production, and he was talking to him.
I seen some shit that I know y'all not gonna like. I told Mike Wang, bro, I say, bro, the community don't like adrenaline, bro. It limits the motherfucking real creators. It limits everybody from doing what the they really want to do. You heard me? Like, all the dribblers and I told them, man, listen, the dribble heads on Twitter crying every single day.
First things first is that adrenaline is coming back. I've already talked about that, and that's been such a heated topic in the community on whether or not it's a bad thing. I'll be honest with you, it's for anybody that watches my videos and doesn't know like my stance on things in the community. This is how I am. I play 2K because I like basketball and I like to win. I don't care what mechanics they use. Like, I'm not someone that plays the game to be artistic and fun, so I'm not trying to be some dribble god that tries to get all flashy. I really don't care about that kind of stuff. My primary focus when I play 2K is to score, help my teammates score, and play defense. That's really all I care about. So when it came to adrenaline, I didn't feel anything. Here and there it bothered me, especially when like I got a shot off open and it did like 30 times slower jump shot and I couldn't even green it. That was frustrating. But that didn't happen that often enough to make me feel like it was unwarranted. I don't think adrenaline is realistic in terms of basketball, but I do think that they had to do something to get everyone involved in 2K. At the end of the day, like I said, I didn't care that much because I just try to win, so it didn't really matter to me. But I agree that a majority of the community, especially the hardcore fans, the guys that are dribble gods, the YouTube culture of 2K, they don't want adrenaline because they want to be able to dribble out the shot clock and play the way that they've always played for years. That's how they like to play. Whether or not you think it's a good or bad thing, or whether or not you think it's a valid way to play, that's your opinion. At the end of the day, they're not you. They're allowed to play how they want to play. If they like to play that way, they like to play that way. They don't like adrenaline. So because they don't like adrenaline, the community was at an uproar this year with it. Duke Dennis confirms that it's coming back, and that he even told Mike Wang, the community doesn't like this. Why is it coming back? Now, if 2K say that they invited these, influencers out to get their opinion on the game, maybe they'll take Duke's consideration in the heart, and they're actually going to change things. They're not going to. I'm gonna tell you that right now, but that's what theoretically 2K's doing right now. Now, Duke Dennis says something that I thought was really interesting.
I tell y'all, bro, from here on out, shut the up. All that crying, tweeting what you want in the game, what you don't want in the game, all that shit does not matter. Bro, what you crying about a whole year don't matter, bro.
He says directly to the Twitter community, 2K, the developers, they don't listen to the criers, the guys that are complaining and crying online about what they agree on, disagree on. They don't listen to the mass community when in terms of like missing how old 2Ks were, or thinking adrenaline is bad, or thinking there's too many slashers in 2K. 2K doesn't care about that kind of stuff. They don't agree or listen to that community. So he even basically says to shut up, because 2K is not going to be able to cater to everybody. So stop wasting your time, because they're not listening to that community. I'll put my opinion on this. I have two sides to this. Side one is that you forget that the community voice and the real true community are two different things. The community voice is the YouTubers and the really hardcore players talking about dribble moves and what they miss and how old 2K is. That's the like loudest voice you're gonna hear about 2K. The true player, is 10 years old, does not care about any of that stuff, and just wants to make like a LeBron James build or a Kareem build and is having a blast and doesn't care, is playing with randoms every single day. Like that's the person, that's the masses of 2K. You understand? That's who 2K sells to. That's the people that's spending money and buying the game every single year. That's who 2K cares about. So that's theory number one, is that why Duke Dennis is saying this, why Mike Wang is saying this, and why developers are saying this. But I have a counter argument. 2K listens to us all the time. Whenever we complain about something extremely, they change. Tell me I'm wrong. We were saying that Sniper was a horrible badge and that everyone was hitting too many whites in NBA 2K22. Guess what happened? In NBA 2K23, they changed that. They literally attacked that, and now it's not the case anymore. They listen to us because we cried online and because we complained, and the hardcore people were saying that too. So tell me that 2K doesn't at least listen to us sometimes. So, although I understand what Duke Dennis is saying, I disagree that complaining gets you nowhere, because if there's something truly about the game, you have to voice your opinion, or 2K won't really know about it, because these motherfuckers don't play the game. I'll tell you that right now. They don't know what's wrong with the game unless you tell them. A couple other people got to play the game. Davo got to play the game early.
I was playing 2K24 early. He saw that. I know it's gonna be a great game or track, and I know the real. You wanna know if adrenaline's still in the game? You want to know if it's still all greens go in or not? Like, do you want to know what you want to know? I tell you LeBron James overall. I tell you KD overall. Now what?
And he didn't really say much. All he said is that he knew a couple players' overalls. He didn't say what overalls they were, which is a little annoying for me, because that's like my entire business. Help me. Like, I would love to know what LeBron and KD were. And he said that he knows them, but he didn't say what the ratings were. So I guess we'll never know. So there you go. Kai, who's right now maybe one of, if not the biggest in the industry right now, not even 2K, just in general streaming, got to play the game early, and he made it a lot more simple compared to Duke.
Oh yeah, Chad, I didn't know I played 2K24, bro. Bro, it felt like a regular game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's the same thing. And guess what? I'm going to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
He said the game is the same as it's always going to be. It's the same. He didn't see a single difference. That worries me, though. Usually I was like, it's a throwaway comment. I don't know how much he plays the game anymore. But if there's not a noticeable difference in the game, that worries me, because of the new feature they talked about called Pro Play. They said, 2K specifically said that they added Pro Play. This is like revolutionary AI technology that's going to like capture NBA games and change how players play. They said this was going to fundamentally change the game, and Kai played the game and he was like, it's the same game. That's worrying, because this is supposed to be some kind of like revolutionary change that you would notice immediately. Like if you turn the game on and started playing, that would catch your eye the moment you started playing. He sees no difference. That's not a good sign, because anybody's supposed to see a difference in that. So that worries me a little bit on that idea, because I was really, really hoping that this AI stuff is going to change. And oh, you know what? I'm going to wait out till I confirm that, because I want to play it myself. I want to see if this Pro Play is really changing what I thought it was going to do, because I do want it. So kind of anti-hype right there, but I give it to you straight, boys. I don't lie to you. Now, 2K dropped a brand new trailer, and it was basically just SGA sitting there and saying that NBA 2K MyCareer is going to be more streamlined.
In 24, my career is more streamlined than ever. I'm just trying to focus on ball.
Okay, so the truth is that we don't know what that means. We don't know what he's specifically implying or saying with that statement. But what everyone in the comments were thinking, and what I got out of it the first time I watched it, what I felt that they were trying to say, is that NBA 2K 2K24 is 100% focused on playing your games now. The biggest gripe of the community this year was side quests. By the way, that's something that we were complaining about every single day. Look, they changed, imagine. Quests were so annoying. I want to turn on NBA 2K24, get my build, and either play MyCareer or play Park. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I don't want to do a rap career. I don't want to do a runway show. I don't want to have to take care of someone's dog or anything that they want to do. I just want to play the game. I care about playing basketball, not all this side stuff. Listen, if you're a kid that is interested in that stuff, go ahead and play it on your own time on the side. Let me just play my career in peace. 2K, listen to us. And apparently, according to this trailer, SGA kind of says that side quests are essentially optional. And that was confirmed back with the screenshot we saw saying that side quests were going to be optional. So kind of a double confirm here that side quests, the annoying, obnoxious thing they made us do all season, is not gone, but moved to the side and optional, like 100% optional, and is not even in the main story, kind of a side quest, for sure side quest kind of thing, which is good. I'm okay with them existing if it's 100% optional. I don't want to waste my time doing this stuff anymore. Listen, I love J. Cole. I don't want to be in a random court doing a little side mission before I can play my next NBA game. Let me do that on the side, even though it gave you hella badges. That's just not what I'm into when I play 2K. That's my totality opinion about everything so far. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.